Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Avorion, episode 20. So, if you are currently watching this episode after skipping through the previous one, episode 19, which was a almost 2-hour live stream, then the TLDR of that live stream was that we created some modular parts for the future construction of our ships, and then we tried to start the very bare basics of said ship. The ship that we chose to actually make was our salvager, and we got pretty far until I started feeling that I was running out of energy and started to cut the live stream off. Right, so today we are going to kind of go on from where we left off, with the added benefit of that one idea that I had in the past. So at some point in time, we decided that the episodes are going to be about 40 minutes in length, and that every once in a while we would have a dedicated build episode, which, for those of you who are not really interested in the building process itself, you can skip, with the added benefit of a TLDR at the end of the episode or at the start of the new one, like we did today. There is another idea that will kind of make things a bit easier for us, and it is this. We still do the episodes for 40 minutes, but for the rest of the 20 minutes, so that it fills the amount of an hour, I'm going to dedicate the last 20 minutes purely for the beautification and tampering with the ships. And so with that in mind, let's go. We lift off in the previous episode with us having made this. This is the dirty job, but someone has to do it. This thing is completely stock right now, and honestly it's not even finished yet, because this ship lacks any crew at all. So the first thing I'm going to do is transfer a captain to this thing, because we really will need one a little bit later. And after that, we are just going to grab ourselves as many crew as we need. And let's see, we're gonna just grab all of the mechanics. Oh, we actually did have captains here. We didn't need to... Okay, we're gonna... okay, see, that's a good thing. And we're just going to... Oh. Well, apparently that was too much. Wait. Let's pay the beluga real quick. And I just got way too many people at the same time. Ah, yes. Just quite a few. Let's go that down back to 99. Let's go to auto-resign, and everything is fine. Right. So this is the salvager. You'll notice that it's... in design, it's kind of reminiscent of Mr. Krabs, but not really. And there's a reason for that. We are going to kind of use the same design philosophy for this thing, just like with Mr. Krabs. I'm trying my best not to ram this thing. Let's open up the build menu real quick. So the one thing that I really want to do is make sure that this thing can actually turn, because it looks like for some reason the control module that we installed here, it was one of these things. Like, I would have to take off this thing to see what it is. Okay, that's a generator. Yeah, see, inertia dampener. But you can see that for a ship this size, that is not enough. Like, that is not nearly enough inertia dampeners. So what we're going to do real quick is we are going to go into the templates again. We're going to go for the control block. We're going to select it to the clipboard. We're going to reduce its size a little bit and kind of, like, place it somewhere a little bit out of the way. I'm going to say that I'm going to pick this as the root block and set it off somewhere here. Like here-ish. It's not really for the gyros that I just placed it there, but more for the actual, you know, inertia dampener. So perhaps that is going to allow a little bit. Gonna make things a little bit easier. Yeah, it's actually handling a little bit better as well. So that's kind of interesting. We are running out of power, though. So perhaps that is going to be one of the next things we kind of have to address at some point. But yeah. So, we are going to start off with the placement of the salvage turrets. And we're going to use only our salvage turrets. And we are going to use titanium and up. So this little piggy goes here. Iron ones is not something we need right now. Actually, I'm going to put him on a slant. Like so. So I kind of can aim down as well. So what else do we have? Iron, titanium. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I do, in fact, need to put some subsystems on this thing. Unarmed slots, install permanently. There you go. Much better. We have more titanium turrets to use here as well. That's perfectly fine. One titanium one goes here as well. And that's it for titanium turrets. We don't actually have another one. But I think that's going to be perfectly fine. There we go. So with the ship resized, we are actually left with almost 4K cargo hold. Now, to compare that, I would actually have to go all the way back to the Beluga, but yeah. That is in fact a thing. So right now, this is how it's going to be. I am in fact going to very quickly add another power core module for this thing. So that is the reason why, you know, we have this kind of design in the first place. So we can simply just tack up these things. Let's create 2 of those, like this. And there we go. We have much better energy generation again. Now, the visual design of this ship is not yet final. That's one thing I have to, like, stress out right now. Because, yeah. So, you know what I'm going to very quickly do? I'm going to view the inertia dampeners. Alright. And since we actually have a decent amount of neonite that we don't, like, we haven't... Ah, okay, neonite inertia dampener is not available. We actually do need more iron. Which is kind of funny, actually. Because moments ago we were just selling all of our iron all the time. But that is to be expected. Okay, let's see what kind of other systems we can place on this thing. One thing that I wanted to do is this. 1, 2, 3. So this is going to mean that the maximum around... So, let's take a look. The salvaging turrets have a range of 1.5, right? And obviously the ship is going to get a little bit closer than 1.5. So the idea here is that this is going to give us like 25, then 27 more, and then 27 more. And by stacking them like this, we are actually going to have a situation where the ship is going to be able to slurp up everything, like literally everything that drops, from a pretty sizable distance away. And I haven't even, like, checked out if there's anything interesting to buy here. And by interesting, I mean something that I can even buy with the current current reputation that we have. So turrets. Launcher turret. This is not a tracking. So even if I could have bought it, not a lot I can do here. There's no more mining turrets that I'm currently interested in. And actually gonna grab this thing just in case. Let's go for the upgrades. So this is Trinium. This might actually be something that I'm interested in. Tractor beam upgrade. Yes. Yes, give me that. And that's about it. That is actually perfectly fine. We're going to very quickly install this this thing over here. Do we dare? It would kind of... no, actually we don't dare. I need this spot for the next hyperspace upgrade. Because this thing, like, without anything, this thing is not going to be capable of keeping up with any of the other ships. So I'm actually going to very quickly check if we have any hyperspace upgrades. No, we do not. So this thing is actually stuck here. So you can see these two systems are the scrapyards. But we kind of have to actually get this thing over there, so I don't know. Maybe the more prudent thing to do right now is to actually remove this system from this thing and put it on here. Technically speaking, that's going to be temporary, but not really, because there's no equipment dealer over there that I can use to kind of, you know, not do the do with. But yeah, let's quickly get that thing over there, and let's let it start doing the big salvage things. Okay, 27 seconds. That's actually not bad. All things considered. But yeah, that is going to be our salvager. In the end of the episode, we're going to, you know, apply some cosmetic changes, but even now it looks kind of interesting. Obviously, the pre-made parts are in fact very blocky by design, but that is perfectly fine. It still looks interesting, especially with these plates. Now, the only thing I kind of will want to do is color the plates themselves in a different color. Preferably something that's kind of like rusty, or something along those lines. So I'm just gonna keep on going. So that's kind of interesting. Like, right now, the ship has no thrusters. So that's kind of bad because it can't strafe too well. But at the same time, that also means that it can just easily move around. Let's actually take a look. I mean, the acceleration is kind of poor. It's nothing really to write home about. But it moves. And of course, it also has a shield. And it can stop. Say what you want, but it can in fact stop. That's more than I can say about some of my ships. Okay. Let's see. We have to go to Dream of Truth. It is this thing over here. Let's go. So yeah, kind of surprised that even without any amount of... like, any amount of thrusters, this thing is still as agile as it is right now. By design, of course, but still, it's a very nice thing to have. Okay, we are here. We are now. And we're gonna take a look what's going on. First things first. Where's that scrap thing? Let's interact with it. Scrapyard. Oh, I would get like some time. So, what do you think? 30 minutes? It's only 35, so... Okay, there we go. 30 minutes of scrap. Scrap-alicious delicious. As soon as the ship stops, I'm going to jump out and just set it to autopilot. There we go. Orders. And... salvage. Well, it's certainly salvaging. Not with all turrets, but it is in fact salvaging. Maybe I should have placed all of them on one side. Yeah, I think that is a good idea. I'm going to remove these, and this one as well. But I'm going to place it over here. So, titanium. Neatly in the middle. Iron, iron, titanium. Iron, titanium. Titanium. Titanium, and everything else is just iron. I kind of wonder if I should place them anyway, because it adds to the overall damage done to them. And there's like 3 slots left, so I don't know. Yeah, screw it, let's do it. I'm sure this is not going to like have any negative impact whatsoever. Yes, become salvage. Okay, see, now it's going to roll. There we go. Now, what I want to see is... I want to see it drop some sort of, you know, item. And I want to see it pick it up. I'm still kind of unsure of what I just did by using the iron turrets on it. But perhaps it's not really a bad idea. It does add to the damage, and maybe just one of the turrets shooting. I don't know the mechanic, that's the thing. It's certainly doing a thing. Okay, let's take a look. Scrapyard. Trading post, resource depot. Okay, stop. Stop. Hey. What's your major malfunction, dude? Okay, there we go. Let's do it like this. So, you're going to salvage, then you're going to jump here, refine ores, jump back, salvage, and loot. I think I didn't have to do the last salvage bit, but okay. Okay, I'll guess we'll notice if we're picking up some sort of systems, because they are gonna appear over there. I'm more interested in the beluga right now. So, did the beluga get stuck again? Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Unless it just jumps me into crabs. In that point, that's not a bad thing, actually. I want to see what happened to the beluga. No, it just bumped me into the beluga. Show me what you have. You're actually almost full. That is perfectly fine. At least I don't think it was stuck. I might be wrong. And this is a good chance for me to take a look. That's the one thing that it's always bugged me about ship automation. Is that it's not like I can completely leave them alone. The way that it moves around is also kind of interesting. I wonder if it's because of the lack of certain modules on it. Or is it because all of the stuff is on one side? Maybe that's the reason again? No. That is actually, that's actually iron. Okay, I'll worry about the layout of this thing. Actually, I'm going to worry about it right now. But first, I'm going to do this, because I haven't done this myself for a while. Yeah, just burning into it. Take that, you rock. Yeah, as I was saying. What did I just do? That is not what I wanted to do. I think I might have just cocked something up, but, so, no modification. I am going to very quickly scale it up once. Apply. And then I'm going to scale it down once and apply again. The reason for this is I wanted to remove all of the turrets. And the reason why I wanted to remove all the turrets is because I wanted to replace all of the ones I think might have maybe become outdated. And I'm going to be placing them in different spots. That is a big turret. Whoa, lad. That is actually an big turret. Which one was that? Like, iron, titanium, double titanium slots 2. Okay, this is the big one, right? There you go. Big one goes into the big place. So I'm gonna place this one. Like, I want to make sure that every single, well, not every single, but as much as I can is covered. So, for example, our mining turret, we're gonna place it on the sides as well. Kind of like this. Kind of like this. Oh no. Oh no! It's not uniform! Iron, titanium. It's kind of like this. Yep. That is much better. Another one. Oh, another big one. Let's place it down here. Our titanium mining turret. Not on the very front. That would look kind of strange. Oh, I do have room on this thing. So I placed it on the very front of that one, so I'm going to place one over here as well. There we go. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Of course, I'm going to be distributing these turrets between the 2 mining ships when I create the second one, so what I'm doing right now is technically a waste of time. And hey, if you're playing Avorion and not wasting time, then are you really playing Avorion? Also, holy hell, we have a lot of turret slots. And that was the last one, actually. So, let's place it on the top, I guess. Boosh. I guess one of the biggest things about this ship is that whatever we do, we need to make sure that it is in fact capable of moving back. And by back, I mean fully back. Oh, we got a repair turret. Oh, pirates are attacking the sector. Hey, Mr. Krabs. Din-dins. So, yeah, that's something I just realized. The thing is, there's a very simple way how to do this. And all we have to do, it's a directional thruster, right? But we don't actually need so many directional thrusters. We can just make a titanium thruster, right? Let's only show directional thrusters. And with that in mind, like, we're gonna see how they're all facing in those directions. So all we have to do is just make sure that they're all directional thrusters. And so we're going to make sure that the Beluga can actually reverse. They're all going to be, you know, kind of worse at doing the thing. But if the Beluga just needs to stop, then having a multitude of omnidirectional thrusters is actually going to be better. Also, this does not count as tinkering with the ship. Oh dear. I might have removed some turrets there. Actually, I'm pretty sure I just did. And so with that in mind, hey, look at this. It can actually reverse now. But yeah, we did just remove some turrets, so let me very quickly fix that. I'm sorry. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, I'll just place them here or something. You know, it's kind of interesting. You can place them on the directional thrusters, but not the omnidirectional ones. So that is very strange. How did I not notice that these things are off-center? The hell is wrong with me? I'm being outsmarted by turrets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, no room for a 5? Okay then. And there's just no place to put this thing now? Wow. Game, you make me sad sometimes. But that's perfectly fine. Right, so, refine ores, then mine, then loop. There we go. Everything's perfectly fine. So, how are we doing over here? Ah, yes, Mr. Krabs is coming in hot. Plinking away with that railgun of his. Oh, there he comes. Oh, there he goes. Ooh. There he go. There he is. There he be, that boy. Shielding them in the face. Oh, and we actually got some... Oh, a generator upgrade. It was probably as a reward, not the thingy-ma-dingy. Someone said Mr. Krabs needs a better generator. I concur. We actually need to give him that. So, give me just a moment. The thing is, we could put it inside the hat again, but that would mean disassembling the hat. So, I think what we're going to do instead is use that save design for the shield plate. Yes, how about this size? That sounds like a very good idea. Very, very, very good. Very good. There is nothing wrong with this. So I'm kind of tempted to just put it here. Kind of like this. I know it kind of completely obscures the engine. That's just something to... that's kind of expected. Show me how. Show me how. Kinda like this. Just big-ass generator. Oh, apparently I don't have enough engineers, guys. How many do I have right now? Required gunners, mechanics. How much crew do I have? Up to 1,132. Let's just... Did you see that pulsating effect? What the hell is up with that? Oh, I just got a mining system. Probably from the salvager. So that was kind of interesting. Are you by chance going to... Oh, is it because... I wonder if that pulsating effect is because of the mechanics, or the lack of. Okay, not enough commanders. Can commanders be assigned from regular crew? No. No, they cannot. Is it because I have two commanders? Like, two captains? No, it's... I don't know if you can see it in the footage, but it kind of feels like it's pulsating. Maybe the game just does not like the size of Mr. Krabs. But I'm not exactly sure, so, none to be found here. None to be found here. I just have to, like, these things are sold, like, in arbitrary places. Like, it's not like I have to specifically go find myself a military station to find commanders. The signals are going stronger. That is... That's actually annoying. This means that we are actually we will need to go back. I can't switch to ship with you now, because if I do that, the alien ships are going to spawn in that system and not this one. And I would rather it spawn here because of Mr. Krabs, so, please keep on trucking. I'll probably have to give it a bigger engine at some point. It's kind of moving around at a speed of 1,000, so it's not like it's slow. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. Oh, no! Not the face! Not the face! Not the face! Ooh, that barrage just hit Mr. Krabs square in the face. The shield is holding, though. I'm not sure what Mr. Krabs is doing right now. Oh, there it goes. Oh! That's what Mr. Krabs is doing. He is just obliterating these people. Ah, yes. Take. Hey! We just got a sizable amount of thingies on it. Mr. Krabs is doing something, and I'm not sure what. What is Mr. Krabs doing? Oh, he's going for this one? No! No, there he goes. Mr. Krabs is doing just fine. He is doing just fine. Run, little Corvette, run! Because Mr. Krabs is coming for you. I have a feeling Mr. Krabs needs to be a little bit faster. Oh, nope. There he goes. Mr. Krabs just caught up. And now he's coming for you. This is like watching a ballet. Like a... So how quickly is this going? Like, it's going up to 1,000, it looks like. But Mr. Krabs is doing something right now, and I'm not exactly sure what it is. He's trying to do something, and he is receiving damage by doing so. Oh, there we go. He is going full speed. This thing is going 700, 800. Okay, so Mr. Krabs is really, really trying to catch up, but the guns that it currently has are actually bad. So that is slightly concerning. But yeah, go here. Please attack that dude instead. Like, this guy is too fast. This guy is actually too fast for Mr. Krabs. Now, if he had a... like, all railguns, then it would be perfectly fine. Or if he was more agile, like, much more quicker. But the thing is, like, look at this. He's going in a straight line, and it's like 1,500 meters per second. I think speed is not the problem here. Because this thing, it looks like it's currently topping out. Like, the velocity is not changing. It's going in a straight line. It's following Mr. Krabs. It's going at 826 meters per second. So that's not the problem here. It's something completely different. It's either the way how the game does its movement, or maybe it's something completely different entirely. Maybe Mr. Krabs just needs some torpedoes. So just completely stopped. Is it because this thing is attacking a gate, and there's some sort of exclusion zone here? Ah, probably. Ah, come here. This thing is actually pretty freaking sturdy. It also has the correct type of guns to just use against my shield. Oh, you're not doing that again. I'm piloting this time. Arrgh, come here. That was completely unnecessary and completely dumb. And that's what makes it funny. Arrgh, come here. Come to daddy. I'm coming for you. It's probably the type of AI. Like, this thing is just meant to run away really fast, which, I mean, to be fair, it's Mr. Krabs following it. Wouldn't you run away? So, yeah. So, let's actually do a thing here. We're gonna find ourselves a commander real quick. Sorry, let's go to mine. Let's... no, not goods. Let's redefine ore, refine ores, and let's loop. Okay, so the beluga is actually going to do its own thing again. While we, in the meantime, are just going to go and see if we can find ourselves something to fix this issue, because I don't want to lose the crew on Mr. Krabs. Like, that's for sure. Oh, so what are you? What are you doing here? Oh, you're having fun. This is nothing wrong here. Maybe the hire crew. Yes, there it is. Hey! Looks like we didn't even have to, like, go far away. We would get 5 million for this ship, by the way. So, out of curiosity, what did we lose? Oh, we chipped the brim of the hat. Don't worry about it. It's not like we don't have, you know, resources for days. Thank you. Okay, let us dock here, grab ourselves that commander. Do we need only one? Well, looks like it. Okay, there we go, and everything's back to normal. Except for the 24-second cooldown. Okay, I'm going to have Mr. Krabs just jump there as soon as possible. I'm going to leave it right here. So, Mr. Krabs, where are you? You're going to go here, and you, once there, you're going to patrol sector. Okay, that's perfectly fine. I did not expect that. That effect they added for it is pretty freaking amazing. Also, it looks like this thing is doing exactly as I hoped for. Yeah, you see? Anything that's kind of coming off of it... Hey, titanium. Anything that comes off of it just instantly gets sucked into the ship, because it's not really that far away. So with all of those, you know, tractor beams, it's doing exactly what it's supposed to be. So, 45 minutes in, this is where we, technically speaking, stop today's Let's Play. Today's Let's Play episode, anyway. And instead, I'm going to be focusing on the ship itself. So we're going to very quickly finish up some of the design choices on this thing. I don't know if I'm going to put too much in it, simply because it looks perfectly fine already. Like, it doesn't really need too much on it, but there is a couple of things I do want to add, mostly for the sake of decoration. So, for example, over here, we are going to have something like this. Trying to figure out... Okay, let's actually set the grid size to like half, so we can actually deal with the half things without having to, like, upscale it. And also let's do the scale step to half as well, just to compensate for it. So you can see I could make it a little bit... Or can I? No, this will be just fine. Okay, like this. And let's add the corners. Kind of like this. The only thing we're doing here is just adding some filler, just so it has a little bit less of the blockiness to it, which some people might like, but I know I don't specifically care for that sort of look too much. It's gotta be something like this. Huh. Never mind. Apparently that is not the correct size for it. Something like this. Really, I'm just making it heavier in the sense that it's just going to be a little bit more bulky, but in a good way. Or maybe a bad way, I don't know yet. I'm just making sure that it's not completely blocky all over the place, so it does have some, like, some curves to speak of. kind of uniform that. Let's make it a little bit... let's actually widen it out a little bit so this part is also covered. As much as it can. Oh, it clips through. Never mind! Let's apply it from here. Ah, there we go. Much better. So yeah, we're just filling up some of these empty spaces that are left from the blocks themselves. It does not have to be too precise. Again, you already saw what happens if we start doing the very precise stuff. It actually does take quite a while to do. I kind of want to assume the same shape. Is it because of the... Now it kind of looks like cat's ears. But I guess that's serviceable. Okay, now let's put some of this here as well. See, the thing is, we resized the ship, and suddenly it's not like 7 blocks to that side or 7 blocks to that side anymore. It's kind of a little bit harder to tell. And of course, in this case, it's just that I put down the wrong length. Yep. Well, it's almost flushed with it. Yep, something like that. You know, I kind of wonder, since this place already kind of feels like a very, you know, jank sort of thing, I wonder if we should kind of do something like this. So, I'm gonna set it to not global, middle snap again. Let's make it kind of across. And just... something like that. Like, again, that is strictly for the sake of decoration. There is absolutely nothing to be gained out of this, except for parts that the game is just going to lose during combat. And is going to show up as broken blocks. But I thought it would be... It would kind of look neat, at least. Or, try to, anyway. Yep, something like this. A framework, just to keep the pods nice and, you know, thing. And over here, we can just take this thing and no snap at all, right? It's like armor plate, armor plate, armor plate, armor plate, armor plate, armor plate, armor plate. Armor plate. Armor plate. It's like, yes, we are going to cover the thing. So yeah, it's obviously going to be a very, like, industrial-esque looking ship. That's sort of the point of it. So what is this? Neonite ore. Okay, neonite ore it is. And let's just cover everything with it. It's like, whatevs. Except for these things. As already said, I have an idea for those. And I don't really want to have, like, I don't want to deal with all of the ship needing this. Although, I guess it's very easy to do. So, I'm just going to make a rectangular thing and color. That should do it. Never mind. It was supposed to be apply color to selection. That's what I did wrong. Boop. Oh, there we go. It's nice and Rhineland green. Oh, you know what the front needs? Well, not the front, actually. Let's make it out of neonite. Ah, yes. Neonite ship name. Let's just find where... Okay, there's the name. That's a thing. I'm hearing sounds. I heard some sounds, but apparently that's not a thing. That is perfectly fine. This kind of looks, you know, kind of lonely here, so let's actually do something about it. Yep. Oh, something like this. I think that's about it. There's nothing too much we can do here. I do kinda want to implement those thrusters, though. I realize that it's not like we really need them. But it would be a very good thing to have. Okay, let's view only the cargo bay. Well, that's gonna be annoying as hell to set up. Let's go back to global snap. Let's see. I want a snap size of something I can work with. Okay, yeah, there we go. It's like either we put it wrongly or we don't put it down at all. That's sort of fair. No, slightly smaller. One. Two. Three. Four. I hope it fits. Five. Oh. 5, 6. I don't have the, Oh, cargo bay, all blocks. Yeah, of course, I put these two wrongly. Let's set it up properly. Kind of like this. Oh! Oh no. I went overboard. Never frickin' mind. God damn it. Ship, why are you like this? Okay, what is this? It's 7.5, so let's set to 7.5. Okay, we're not gonna make that mistake again. We're probably gonna make a different mistake, but we're not gonna make that mistake again. It's not in the middle, but that's because of my snap setting is kind of bad. Snap setting 2.5, but it's been resized, so it's not like it's gonna matter. This is slightly infuriating, actually. Well, I mean, it's kinda in the middle now. Oh no. There we go. Kinda like this. Like, I just want to have thrusters on it. Is that really that much to ask? Of course not. But it's okay. I have the patience of a thing. I have at least 3 patience. This momentary trouble is not gonna stop me. I'm going to do the thing. And I'm gonna put the last one wrong, because of course I would. And there you go. Okay. I know they're, you know, iron thrusters, so it's not like... I'm sure we'll be fine. I suppose I could just modify the entire ship for titanium. The 48 neonite that is going to be removed, I think, is this thing. So, there we go. I don't think this is actually adding much control to it. Or is it because it's actually adding a lot? But since we added a lot of armor on this thing, we don't really feel it as well. So, salvage, then go to this place. Refine the ores. Then go back, and then loop. Dude? Are you doing the thing? Yes, yes you are. Very nice, very nice. Okay. So that's a cool thing. The one thing I really noticed, by the way, is that since it has the tractor beam, it's not doing that one thing where it kind of starts at the edge of the ship, and then it stops shooting just to get closer. Oh, we just put... Oh! 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 Exotic neonite. We are going to put that thing to use at some point. Actually, I'm kind of wondering how much do we have. So, 6 minutes. Yeah, that's fine. Alright guys, we're gonna stop here, and I'll see you in the next episode.